welcome to the show. Success. It moves, it drives. It's scary. Definitely needs an alignment. I'm pretty sure I got to get air for these tires. That's where I was going to go with it, to try and fill it up with air. I decided breaking down on the week of Thanksgiving with this thing not having any antifreeze in it, it's just full of water right now, was not a brilliant idea. So let me walk you through what I've been doing and why it's worked and why some of the stuff I've tried hasn't worked. First and foremost, before anyone says anything, that's the color I'm painting the car. Green screen. It's actually, it's a little lighter in the camera than it is in real life, but it looks good, I think. The wife's favorite color is green too, so it's kind of to help placate her. She actually likes the car. When it comes to what went on back here, we'll kind of get into this a little bit. So, it's kind of hard to see, but we got the bar down there, and what we ended up doing is we did some trial and error with some round stock, if I can find it, which I'm unorganized and I can't. So basically what it came down to is the bar wasn't quite the right length. It was short by about that much, the one that came with the car, because the master cylinder has a different throw out area. So what we ended up doing is we ended up buying around, well, we bought a bolt, played around with it, adjusted it back and forth just to try and get it working as best as it could. And then once we got that kind of dialed in, we cut the bar stock a little longer. I'm sorry you didn't get to see this. This is kind of just experiment in Ike personal time. I like working on the cars. So then we threw the bar stock in there, cut it down a little by little. Once it got to the right length where the throwout's exactly where we want it, there's no play in the clutch pedal. We just cut it there, left it as it is, threw it in there, rounded out the edges so it doesn't mar anything in there, and good to go. As you can see, the quarter glass here, it's not really glass, it doesn't go into anywhere, it just kind of is a nice accent, is all messed up. Pontiac thing is messed up, so this is just plexiglass with literally like 100 limo tint behind it, sandwiched up there. On the passenger side, we started doing the rehab of that. We just ground down the Pontiac emblem here, because I'm not going to go out and try and find new Pontiac emblems. And we painted underneath, because it was kind of all messed up. And we pulled out as much as we could of the sticky tape. And we're going to go find some plexiglass and put it there as an experiment and see if it works. A short list of things we need. Windshield we can do without. I want to have it. Number 2, we need an alignment real bad. Number 3, we need to fill up those tires. I actually don't have an air compressor here. My cheap little Harbor Freight one kicked the bucket. So I was actually able to fill up the passenger side and not the driver side. So that made it a little annoying. But we'll see. We're going to try and get it to where it's supposed to go. I got a loose bolt on the passenger side on the vehicle. So I'm in the alignment hole. So I'm going to try and bolt that down. And I'm going to try and adjust this alignment on this side. Really see it's kicking in more than it should on a car of this age. It's kind of hard. Yeah, that kind of does a good job of showing you exactly how much. I'm not all stance nation. Sorry, you can kind of tell it's a little out of alignment. You can kind of see the little wonk right there, but it's not too bad. But one of the bolts that does the alignment on this side is sheared, so we got to get that fixed. But the biggest thing we need is antifreeze. The Fiero needs a very weird fill-up procedure. It's unlike a lot of other cars because you got the radiator up front, the engine's all the way in the back, and that's from a front-wheel drive platform. So it's a little wonky, I guess is the best way to put it. That sounds like a bad word, but it's not, which is why I love it. Unless someone tells me it is in the comment section. Yeah, we got to put our windshield wiper reservoir back on so that we can get that working. And we got to put a new windshield wiper on because one of them was gone when we got the car, so we got a cheap one. And we bought a kind of nice Michelin one to put on there just until we get a new windshield.